Welcome to the Path to Mindset Mastery. My name is Brad Bizjack. I am a mindset strategist and coach, inspirational speaker, and creator of the online course Appreciation Academy. And today we are going to talk about the F word and how if you don't use it, you are totally fucking up your business. And by F word, I mean fun. You're going to learn how fun is a business tool. So let me see if this is you for a second. I remember signing up for my business, getting it started, and being so excited and so full of energy, and that's all I had to share, right? I had this excitement and energy, and I was just pumped up and enthusiastic. I didn't have any business knowledge. That's all I had to share. I didn't know how I was going to get to my goals and dreams. I just knew that I had products that I was extremely excited about sharing with people, and my social media posts and content were just made out of joy. I supported people. I believed in people. I cared about people. But somewhere along the way, I lost sight of that excitement. I lost sight of it, and I started to notice that I was going through the motions, and I felt like I was going into a tailspin. And almost like, even though I knew what to do, it was like there was this cloud over me and over my head, and it was like this haze between the real me and everything I was doing. It just felt forced. It started to feel like, my business started to feel like a chore, and it led me to feeling totally burnt out. And even if I would hit my monthly benchmark, I still wasn't fulfilled, and I didn't know why. I just felt stuck. And then I thought that maybe from pushing for a big goal, it would help me make a change. So I tried to use every resource I possibly could to hit this really big goal, and we hit it, but I still felt empty. And then I found myself with my focus 100% on my business, having absolutely no fun, and my business was dropping in rank, it was dropping in size, my social media content wasn't inspirational anymore, and I started to give up hope. And I was just so sick of going through the motions, but I knew deep down that I was meant for something really big, so I never gave up. But the passion and energy and excitement was gone. And even though I could fake a smile for weeks at a time, I didn't realize how obvious it was to the people that I was trying to influence. I didn't realize that people's bullshit meter is so high, and I didn't realize the critical missing piece of my business, and that's what I can help you correct today. And that missing piece is fun. That was the missing piece of my entire business. The F word, fun. Gotcha with that, right? I was missing the joy. I was missing the passion. And I made the mistake of thinking that I could have fun when I became a success. I made the mistake of thinking that I could relax and be happy when I was successful. Ask yourself, are you guilty of that? I missed a critical piece of my business, and that's what you need to know, and that is joy is a prerequisite to success. Joy is a prerequisite to success. And by success, I do not just mean in financial terms. I mean real, lasting success, where you have a wealthy smile, where you have a wealthy character, where you feel successful every day. Joy is how you get there. That's like the blueprint to getting to that state. Here's how you have to think about this. If you're trying to build a business from a state of stress and exhaustion, how does it affect your content? How does it affect your leadership? How does it affect your team? How does it affect your energy? How does it affect your relationships? And if you have low energy and your relationships are going to crap and you have to force all of your content and push everything out and it feels so forced all the time, how does it affect your productivity? And if your productivity is down, what are the results that you're going to get? And if you get crappy results, what is it going to do to your stress and to your exhaustion? It's a downward spiral. I live this, so don't BS yourself into saying that's just how you are. You are not broken, and nobody needs to fix you. Understand something loud and clear. Happiness is trainable. And please understand that business and success will not create happiness until you are already happy. That happiness is how you create success. So how did I turn this around in my life? How did I start revitalizing my business and my life to where I was actually smiling again? There are 3 ways that I have for you today that you can do it so you can start having fun again in your life and your business, and I'd love to share them with you. Number 1, I unplugged regularly. So step into the common sense corner for a second. Here's how you need to think about this. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot run a business when your gas tank is on empty. My mind was on my business all the time. And that's all I thought about. Literally, all I thought about was my business. And I'm still guilty of this sometimes. This is easier to teach than it is to do. But I was obsessed to an unhealthy level. And for a lot of people that are trying to inspire others to join their business and create a life of freedom of some sorts, they don't realize that they aren't living a life of freedom, but they try to fake it, and they sit there wondering why their business is imploding, and they're posting cute Instagram, fake pictures and all this stuff, and then they sit there wondering why their business isn't growing the way they want it to, because the emotions behind every post are chained to pain. That's why. If you have your focus on your business 24/7, you aren't inspiring anyone. You're actually pushing them the opposite direction, because they can see, and more importantly, they can feel that you don't have a life. You don't have a life. So if this is you, and 100% of your focus is on your business, and if you want it to grow, work your business less. Work your business less. And I don't mean where you keep refreshing your back office to see if a customer enrolled when you're supposed to be watching a movie with your spouse. I mean completely unplugging, shutting the computer down, turning the phone off, being present with those you love. You are not too busy for the people you're busy for. Write that down. You are not too busy for the people you are busy for. Remember something. Your business is one part of your life. Not your whole life. It is one part of your life. So never make the mistake of getting too busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Your relationships are more important than your business, and your fun and leisure is equally as important to your business growing. When was the last time that you did something for you? When was the last time you relaxed and just took 2 days completely off and just had fun? So for example, this is a good example. I run a mindset training called Appreciation Academy. It's full of hundreds of people breaking through limiting beliefs and negative self-talk and lack of worth. All these incredible things are happening. And in that group, I am fully present and engaged every day of my work week. I show up, I comment, I support, I help, but from Friday afternoon through Sunday, or actually Monday morning, I'm a ghost. Like, they will not hear from me. I am out of that group. I won't show up from Friday, like late afternoon, to bright and early Monday morning. I won't comment. I won't even look at my business. Why? Because I cannot pour from an empty cup, and neither can you. Sometimes to speed up, you need to slow down. You need to take care of you. You need to start having fun in your life again. Burnout will go away. Burnout is something you actually do to yourself, because you've lost sight of other aspects of your life, and you've lost sight of the beautiful change you're trying to create in the world. So make a list. Make a list. What's something you haven't done in a while? Is it getting your nails done? Is it going to the movies without a cell phone? Is it going to the dog park? Is it going for a walk? Like, what's the thing that you need to do that brings you joy? And bring just as much emotional intensity to that as you do to your business. And when you're with those that you love, shut it off. Your business likely has become a source of stress in your intimate relationship, yes? It's because you're focused on it all the time, and your spouse feels like they're losing you. I guarantee this is going to go away if you spend quality unplugged time with them. And spending time does not mean scrolling on your freaking phone. That's not what quality time means. Spending time means quality, undivided, unplugged time with them. You'll get the support you want if you're fully present with them. Plus, you'll be recharged. You'll start to bring energy back to your business, into your life. And by the way, if spousal support is something you struggle with, make sure you check out my blog post and podcast about it. It is incredibly helpful. So take care of you. That's number one. Take care of you. Recharge your batteries so you can charge other people's batteries. I promise you this works. That's number one. Number two, start using this to have more fun again in your business, to revitalize it. Number two, start using what inspires you to add value to your prospects and to your team. What does that mean? Like, step into the common sense corner for a second. Here's how you have to think about this. It is impossible to inspire someone if you're not inspired. If I was not inspired by mindset content, you would not be inspired by this right now. So you need to come from a place that inspires you. Focus on what inspires you. Let's use the example of a fitness MLM business. I have a lot of clients in a fitness MLM business. Multiple facets of it, right? And you can use this for any business. You have, in this example, you have fitness, nutrition, accountability, personal development, and a bunch of other areas. Which of those areas brings you the most joy? Which brings you the most joy? Have you ever thought about that for a second? Which of those fascinates you? Like, which of those do you just love learning about? And you do it for free. You would have so much fun with it. For some people in that business, it'd be fitness. For some people, it'd be the mindset stuff. For me, it was obviously the mindset, personal development stuff. So what started bringing more fun back into my business is that I would share and create content based on what I loved. Does that make sense? So whenever I tried to do, for example, a nutrition piece of content or a free group on nutrition, it would totally tank. Why? Because I didn't inspire anyone, because I wasn't inspired myself, right? I wasn't passionate about it. I could care less about meal plans, but that could be your fire, right? So what part of your business fascinates you? And you can even think of this in terms of other topics. Like even beyond that, maybe it's budgeting, whatever it is, think outside the box, get creative. What topics do you love learning about? What topics do you love sharing? What topics would you share for free because it excites you so much? Lead with that. Pick something that you know you'd want to talk about for the next 3 years. Something that you're just obsessed with, and sprint with it. Learn about it regularly, study it, and teach it. And you learn best when you teach what you need to learn. So maybe you do this with other people and you share what you need to learn with them. Something interesting is going to happen when you do this. This is what happened for me. You're going to have no problem bringing that type of value to the world. No problem. If anything in your social media content or anything you're trying to put out there, it feels forced, that will go away. It's just going to flow out of you. When I thought of what I wanted to share on this podcast today, for example, I didn't need to force it. It just flowed out of me because I am fascinated by this. And I'm fascinated by mindset and personal growth, absolutely obsessed with it and in love with it. And when you're fascinated with something, you have fun doing it, right? You enjoy the process of it, right? And when that passion and fire is felt by those you seek to serve, they can feel you, they'll want to be part of you, and you'll love talking about it, so you'll be having more fun. And fun, like we talked about, is a prerequisite to your business growing. Fun is how you change lives. So set up the game so you can win. What's the one area that you can create content around? Start free groups around it. Create PDFs or podcasts around it, around a subject that just lights you up. You've heard the cliche, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So when you focus on something you love, your vibe is much higher, and you attract people that similarly feel that way instead of trying to force your business to grow. Wouldn't you agree that if you do this, business will get way easier because you're living your passion instead of faking your business? It's a new way to live. That's number 2. Number 3 way to have more fun and revitalize your business: connect with a bigger purpose of what you're doing. Connect to a bigger purpose. So step into the common sense corner again. Let's use the example of what I do. What feels more fun to say? Either A, I own an online mindset course focused on, or that's it, I own an online mindset course. Is that more exciting? Or is B, I'm on a mission to teach people how to be happy so they can break through all the negative self-talk holding them back from their dreams? Which of those do you feel? A, I own an online mindset course, or B, I'm on a mission to teach people how to finally be happy so they can break through all the negative self-talk preventing their dreams? Which do you feel? Which is more passionate? Which is more exciting? Which is more fun? Which do I love more? Which can you tell that I love more? If you don't connect to a bigger purpose of who you're serving and what you're serving, the energy will drain from your business because you're not focused on something you love. And I know this because I lived it. In fact, you can even use this if you hate your job. You can connect with the bigger purpose of what you do if you're in that situation, so you have more energy when you get home at the end of the day. For example, I was in fashion retail. Instead of I'm in fashion retail, it's I help teenagers feel confident in who they are so they can feel confident in the most important parts of their life. Do you see the difference? What's the bigger purpose of what you do? If you're in a job that you dislike, that's something you can use. You need to think of this from an elevated perspective. How would your highest self think? You're on a personal growth journey, yes? That's why you're listening to a podcast called The Path to Mindset Mastery. What's the purpose of personal growth? So you're more fulfilled, right? So you're more fulfilled throughout life and you're living a higher, better quality of life. Well, what fulfills you most in life? Is it when you get things? Is it when you create something big in your business? Is it when you earn a certain amount of money? No. You feel the most alive when you give to other people. What would fill your cup more? A, receiving a $1,000 check in the mail, or B, donating $1,000 of food to kids that don't know where their next meal is coming from? Which would fill you up emotionally more, right? And obviously the latter 100% of the time. So you're on a personal growth journey so you can give more. Does that make sense? You grow so you can give. So if you connect to a higher purpose of what you do, you will feel more fulfilled than ever. You'll bleed passion. People will feel love flowing from everything that you share. It'll be the real you. They want to connect with you. They want to feel it. And when that happens, every part of your business and your life become fun again. You just feel re-energized, revitalized, and your business catches fire again because people can feel that you do this for something bigger than yourself, for a higher purpose, for helping, genuinely helping them instead of trying to gain people to benefit your own life. A higher cause, something you were made for. So if you want to build a big business and have fun doing it, connect to a higher purpose of what you do. When you do, game over, nothing will be forced, and content and value will flow out of you like lava, and you won't be able to stop it. It's like you just can't help but share it. So when I applied these 3 points to my life exploded. That is how my course came to be. That's how this podcast came to be. It exploded. People could feel my energy. My passion came back. I felt alive again. And when you feel alive, you become magnetic. Would you agree? Like, you hear the term abundance get thrown around in my industry all the time, right? Live an abundant lifestyle. What does that mean? All abundance means is that you absolutely love the life you currently have and you're so excited about what you're going to create. That's abundance. That's all it is. So living in abundance brings financial wealth so much easier. Financial troubles go away when you live in abundance, but more importantly, you gain something called emotional freedom, and that's real wealth. Emotional freedom is real wealth. And wouldn't you agree that A, recharging your batteries and having fun with yourself again, the first point, B, inspiring yourself enough to share what you're learning with the world, the second point, and C, connecting with a higher purpose of what you do, the third point, puts you in a state of genuine abundance because all of a sudden you love the life you currently have. You're so excited to share it with others and you're so excited about what you're going to create. This is how you have more fun in your life and your business. This is how fun in your business will actually build something. It'll make your life more amazing and you're excited about what you're going to create every day. This is how your life explodes. And fun in your business, it will build a business that actually stacks on top of itself. And notice the bigger picture and live it. Slow down, take a breath, and smile. Because smiling is how great businesses are built. My name is Brad Bizjack. Thank you so much for tuning into the Path to Mindset Mastery today. Share this episode if you found it valuable today, and I will see you next week.